Hey, Artisan, good morning. Happy Thursday to you. You're having a great day so far. I cannot believe how much stuff is in here. It's kind of crazy. A gravestone? I'll have to remember that's over there. It's a bit awkward. Buggy England. You know what's funny? You hear all the crazy stories about, you know, Aussie land. But I've never encountered anyone from Australia or that has moved to Australia that regretted it. Despite, you know, things being more expensive and all that jazz. Appreciate that, Fox. Yeah, I always forget to mention the like and subscribe things. That's still it's still odd to me. It does help the channel though, as insignificant as it seems. I need to sit down this weekend and dive into some analytics on the channel from the last few clips and stuff. How to go with the job offer? It turned out to be a scam, unfortunately. My gut was kind of leaning that way. But I was hoping it was an actual legit offer. But oh well. We'll say the scammers have gotten very inventive. That's for sure. I mean, it looked legit. And the only way I figured it out, actually, was my wife found a document directly from... So it was an offer from Amex. And she found a direct document from Amex that... Because I guess they're getting used in a lot of scams recently, that explained exactly what their offers would look like. So, likey subscribey. I kind of wish I could change the subscribe button to be like do a backflip or something just ridiculous. Although it would probably just result in less actual button pushing, but it'd be more fun that way. Then I could just be like, do a backflip on your way out. It's AI. Yeah. AI is it's causing a lot of issues, and also this giant picture looks really suspicious. Ninja frog backflipping, that's right. We go with the we keep it the frog theme, and you know, instead of like and subscribe, it's ribbit and croak. Okay, I think we got all the loot. I think we've sufficiently scoured this place. Giant book. Examine. Even after many years have passed, the traces left behind revive forgotten tales. Yeah, it's a picture of a gravestone. Alright, and that's over here. Oh, we missed some horse tonic. For shame. Don't forget to ribbit and croak on your way out. I like it. That's the button. Still missed loot. Oh. Oh, it's not like Dark Souls. There's nothing underneath it. Come back! You know what? Oh, we just did this. You might be in a minority, but you really do love all the little puzzles and memory fragments. I love it. It's great. It is great. It's also making me want to play Blueprints. The bad thing about Blueprints is I know for a fact I'll get hard stuck on a couple places. Which would not be fun for chat. AI is scary to you. Many people don't realize how bad it is. Which you think worries you more? Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of what's the best way to put this? PC and like it's kind of like a PC help group or whatever. Like people come in and ask questions like, "Oh, should I upgrade my video card?" Yada yada yada. And there's a lot of people that are just going to, you know, Google AI or whatever, and getting all of their information from that. And I'm like, dude, you got to do your own research. Got to do your own research. Luckily, we don't have true sentient AI yet. Once we get there, then I'm gonna be a little worried. But a lot of people are just using AI and immediately believing exactly what it says right away, without doing any checking or anything like that, and it's like, it's not good. You got to do at least some minor double checking on whatever it's telling you. You applied for a few jobs recently and were rejected instantly, even though you had extensive experience. Your wife said it's because of the buzzwords in your application. Yes, 100%. Yep. And that's part of what's been such a pain in the butt to try and find a job recently. Because you effectively have to use AI to write your resume for you, specifically to meet exactly what they're looking for. Otherwise, their AI will filter you out because you're not matching exactly what the AI is looking for. It's really dumb. The amount of water they can use. Yeah, there's like 4 data centers being built in my state, and I'm just waiting for our electric and our water bills to go through the roof. Because no one's forcing those companies to subsidize their own water and electrical. They're just taking it from the state grid, which is just going to drive prices up for everybody. It's going to be great. I watched a barrister discuss and engage ChatGPT an entire court disposition in a test setup. Ooh. Accuracy and comprehensive. Scary to watch. Yeah, I mean, in some stuff it can be really... Well, I've said this before. AI is a tool, and the tool's only as good as you use it, right? It's like somebody picking up a hammer. One person's going to know exactly what to do with that hammer, and use it well, and use it accurately, and then the other person is going to go break windows. But it all depends on the AI too. So like, one thing that cracks me up is all these people that get up in arms about AI being used in video games. What they don't understand, and they're getting up in arms, I presume, because they assume that every AI is the same AI, and that they're all stealing the same stuff. If it's an in-house AI being trained with in-house what's the word? Materials or whatever, nothing's being stolen. They're simply using the AI to create temporary things with art that their artists have already done. Like if it's an in-house trained AI, there's nothing to be ragey about, right? Like, I don't think a lot of people understand that. They see, like, some of these people see Google AI and the ones that some people are using to just make random stuff, right? ChatGPT or whatever. They think ChatGPT is the same AI as the AI that people are using to make temporary assets for early game production. They have nothing to do with each other. Most of the time. I mean, some company could be using ChatGPT, which, I don't know. Placeholders, yeah, that's another good way to put it. It's on YouTube. You got to think what's going to happen when AI comes. Oh, speaking of that, there was a movie we just, my wife and I just watched. What was that called? That's what it was about. AI was the judge, executioner, and jury. Mercy. Yeah, that was the name of it. Was that was on Prime? Amazon Prime? My tiny child. Yeah, it was on Amazon Prime. Highly recommend it. It was really good. I didn't think I was going to like it very much, because a majority of it takes place in a single room. But Chris Pratt is the lead, yeah, and it's really good. It's really good. Okay, did we get everything? We got everything there. Sorry guys, I'll stop yapping. Builded base. Alright, let's make sure we got everything up here. Not seen it? Yeah, so the basis is that they created an AI program that would do the the whole court process, and then also administer the death penalty if it found you guilty for, you know, murder or whatever. It's very interesting movie. AI that aids with programming does save a lot of time. Yes, and I've actually used that, and it's crazy. So before I decided to do streaming, I was teaching myself code because I thought programming might be kind of fun. I spent about a year teaching myself code, and then I realized how ridiculously impossible it is to get into the coding field without like 5 degrees or whatever nonsense they require of you these days. Better start praising Grok now. Oh, my inventory's full. You gotta be kidding me. But I went back every couple weekends. I go back and I just to brush up and make sure I don't forget everything. And now when I go in and I start typing some code, if it's anything relative to what I've been doing before, the AI just like autofills it in. And I'm like, well, that doesn't help me at all because I'm trying to remember how to do it without, you know, having to think too hard about it. And the AI is just like, oh, I see you're typing this half of one word. Did you mean to do this entire program? And I'm like, yes, but no. I would like to actually practice, but thank you. So I have to go in and like actually turn off the AI assistance because otherwise it'll just do the whole thing for me. Oh yeah, these don't stack. That makes sense. Look at all these boxes. Oh my goodness. Loot for days. But I was looking at some coding jobs as well, and a lot of them now are requiring that you have at least some experience using some of those AI programs. It definitely makes things. It's kind of like a nice. It's like having a. I was watching somebody talk about it. They've been programming for like 20 years or whatever. It's like having a team of interns or whatever helping double check code for you is kind of what AI feels like. You still need to double check it, but what might have taken you, 20 minutes or whatever doesn't take you nearly that long anymore. What is that? Weird. Old programmers are the best. Still get it 99.9% right, but yeah, they just use the AI to get the last 1%. Yep. Or 0.1%. Yep. Oh, it's just like the engine part or whatever. Okay. I think programming would be pretty fun. But the more I learned, the more I felt like I probably wouldn't enjoy it in a corporate setting. Are we about to find more loot up here? Chat, I don't have room for all this loot. Crack some of these boxes. Base like entry-level positions for programming though, they were the worst out of all the jobs I've been looking at. they basically want you to be a senior developer with like 15 years experience. I saw one actually declared that you needed 10 years of experience for an entry-level position. But they want you to have that, but they also want you to have a full tech stack worth of knowledge, which an entry-level person is not going to have. And they wanted to pay you. So basically, they wanted a senior level dev, and they wanted to pay you less than an entry level position. A lot of pressure if you had deadlines. Yeah. Which, I mean, I don't mind that, because I actually work really well under pressure, or at least I think I do. So I wasn't too worried about that, but like, programming is mentally exhausting. And I don't know that I could keep up with the mental exhaustion. Is why I kind of decided to maybe try a different route. I feel like if I did programming, it would be like a little one-off side job kind of thing. Like little side gigs would probably not be too bad. But I don't know that I could work in a corporate environment. Especially if the my experience with corporate environments, they refuse to innovate. So what you end up with is a bunch of really old systems and a lot of problems. And then eventually those systems break to the point where they have to move over, and it becomes an absolute nightmare for the people that have been trying to get them to switch over for a decade. And then those said people also get put under so much pressure that it's just not fair. And you end up with people that quit because it's ridiculous. That was one of the more frustrating things about my last job. I got to see a lot of financials and stuff, and eventually I just gave up trying because my words were falling on deaf ears. But man, for the first like 5 years, I was finding all sorts of places where the company was just wasting hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I brought it up several times to leadership. And it's like they just didn't care. So I just chalked it up to, okay, well, maybe there's some kind of tax write-off or something that they're getting because they're losing all this money. And it's just something I don't know. And I just kind of left it at that because it annoyed the crap out of me to see that much money go to waste and just nobody was doing anything. They expect you to squeeze everything out of old coding and systems. Yeah. Yep. That was the other thing. It's like I tried to suggest some new platforms, more new age platforms for us to work off of. They were stuck on a system for their financials that was a custom system designed like 25 years ago. It wasn't even really supported anymore. Just this crazy legacy system, and they just refused to move off of it. And then they get so upset when something happened because then they'd have to go to these specialists who were the only people that knew how to fix it. It was just crazy. And then when they finally that system just end of life, right? And they had to move over to something else, and it was a whole huge ordeal. And rather than moving to something that had been created, you know, within the last 2 years, they went to something that was created like 12 years ago. So it was just a sidestep. I was just like, you gotta be kidding me. All of them are just lazy a-holes that didn't want to change. Don't want ripples in the works. It's where you gotta get one-on-one with the owner and give them some beers. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and you know, that's the other thing too, right? Is sometimes that sort of stuff just doesn't make it up the chain. Excuse me. Sometimes it just doesn't make it up the chain. You get somebody who's comfy with how things work, and they don't want anything to change, and so they don't relay it up the chain, which also causes problems. I had a good friend that she got hired at this place and found out like 6 months into the job that okay, well, I should say, so part of the reason she got hired was that she was very good at finding new ways for the company to improve and make more money and save money, right? I presume all companies would like that. So about 6 months into the job, she realized that none of the stuff she had recommended was getting implemented. Come to find out that her boss was purposefully just effectively stuffing that stuff in a folder and just letting it go and not acting on it, because the boss was comfy and didn't want to do any extra work, which is fair. It's fair. But sorry for distracting. No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm a chatterbox this morning. Which is better than dead air, I suppose, right? But yeah, she did all this suggesting. They could have saved hundreds of thousands of dollars, and her boss was just like, nah, that's more work for me. Nope. Yeah. Yep. An awful lot of acorns in here. Are we gonna have to feed chipmunks? Or squirrels? Is this a squirrel puzzle? I'm such a loot goblin. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I need all of this. It's very important. Very important. I can't get this up here? Really? Oh man, what a bummer. There's a chest right there. Where you have to meet them in the car park. We're gonna make these changes. Fruit punch. Okay. We found the Kool-Aid, chat. Sugar cubes. Okay, alright. Can we get this box back here? Small statue. Examine. Eerie. I'm assuming we need that for something.